Hello everyone, I'm Angela Hart from Heart of the Earth, where we bring you sustainable news and views about God's creation, our community, and everyone's environment. Hi everyone, we're here at IS 49, where they're having a terrific event called Focus on Education. What I'm excited about is that this school recycles textiles. So I'm going to try out their recycle bin. Watch this. And it goes down. And this way it's very safe and nobody can climb in. I think it's terrific. Kudos and great news for this school. Now we're going to the event, so come on, follow me. I'm going to take you inside. Come on.
So this here is called the Replicator. It's made by a company named MakerBot. And MakerBot makes 3D printers. And what a 3D printer does is it takes a design, a concept that you create on your computer, a 3D image, and it makes it come to life.
And some did the history of even fire, everything from fire to solar panels, and how things like street lights and garden lights and things like that are now all turning to solar power, which is free instead of depleting the electricity. Okay, this is the neon PowerPoint, and a student did this and just showed you different things about the history of neon.
Mala, how did you come up with the idea for this exhibit?
Well, I love project-based learning. I love inquiry, and I think that's the way to educate students these days. Parents come, the students come, and I thought about doing light. I'm the science AP, integrating it with our science fair, and it all came together interdisciplinary, and also involving recycling because we're the Environmental Academy.
Well, we took some, actually hula hoops. We have some CDs, we have some paper, and aluminum foil. We put them together, and we wanted to create something that would move, reflect light, and really something spectacular. So the students got together and we created some chandeliers.
I like baking, so my project was, do cakes come better with eggs or without eggs? My question was, will the presence of eggs in a cake have an effect on the finished product? I was going to see if the egg was going to be fluffier or higher than the one without eggs. So I was comparing both.
Okay. Well, tonight we have an action-packed display. We have a VR Quest educational gaming engine. It's great for research. It's great for just creating games. And who says learning education cannot be fun? And it is fun. And we do it here at IS 49. It's action-packed tonight. This is where the children can actually do a lot of problem-solving, critical thinking. Oh, does this door work? Where do you find the item of this key? What's great is it not only does it just create the game, but it also sparks prior knowledge. There's actually hieroglyphics on the wall, there's mummies, there's tombs, and there's sarcophagus. You can add so many different items and game assets to the game. It's just all around a great educational tool for the children of today.
Is this a perfect job for you?
It is.
Okay, well enjoy the rest of the display, and thanks for being on CTV with us.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.
Okay, we're off to the next display. Let's visit with these nice ladies here in the corner and see what they're up to. And what brings you here today in these outfits you're wearing, and what is it all about, Miss Aileen?
We're from historic Richmond Town. So here I have a punch tin lantern. It was for going outside in storms, so your candle wouldn't go out regardless of how hard the wind blows because it's punched from the inside out.
Tell us about your light, your very modern light.
Well, I have a kerosene oil lamp, and there's a wick inside. This is the kind of wick that they had, and you can see that in there, and then you light it there, and you get light.
We're now in another exhibit hall here at IS 49. There's so much going on, I don't know what to start with first.
Okay, so this is just a wheel that we were asking parents and students to walk through the various rooms and step in, observe what was going on, and then come back to the wheel and spin it, and then the numbers would correspond to the numbers on my index cards, and there was questions, and kids would get the raffle by answering.
And did they answer them correctly?
Yes, they did, and we had a lot of fun. We were spinning the wheel. It was almost like a Wheel of Fortune.
That's what it reminds me of.
It was just something extra added to the whole night. And
Boy, this was a good idea. How did you come up with it?
Actually, my husband.
So they work on their science fair project for several months, and it's a big opportunity for them to be able to come here and present their project board and talk about what they learned in science and each room had a different theme. For the 6th and 7th grade room, our theme this year was bioluminescence.
Bioluminescence. What does that mean for the layperson?
Okay, it basically means living things that glow.
Recycled human interesting sculptures here. They're made out of plastic, and they're reading a book. Remember books? Those things that you turn the pages and they have ink on them. It brings back prehistoric ideas. But how does it stay in its form? I don't understand how the form stays.
It's because the stiffness of the tape, it's pretty thick, so we wrapped it around your body. The tape, we had sticky side up, and it wrapped around your body parts. And so your chest, your forearm, your arm, upper arm, and not your hand, but like the rest of your body. And the head, we used a mannequin's head, because if we used a person's head, it would have suffocated you.
This represents the moon.
And what does the entire board represent?
The moon phrases. This is the part of a moon that you can only see half of a half. So the yellow parts is where it's half of a half. So this is a waning crescent when you can only see that much of the moon. And the waxing crescent is the total opposite of the moon.
And I'm doing the musical part of the Flow Fair today, and we're having a wonderful, wonderful evening.
What do you mean you're doing the musical part?
Well, the students are singing in the auditorium. They sing in fireworks.
Can you sing a few bars from Happy? I know you can. Just a few bars.
I'm so happy. No, I don't want to keep going. I'm shy.
Oh, yeah. She's shy. Okay.
It's an optical illusion, right? But both candles look lit because of mirror symmetry. So then it'll look like both candles are lit. However, only one is actually lit. The types of candles I used and the variables should be that one candle is lit. And it's actually just like a real science fair project. It showed them my problem, my hypothesis, and my materials. I had a controlling variable.
We're representing the 5 sons of Mexico, how the sun was born, what were the beliefs, the gods, what did they believe that the sun would do for them, the calendar, how to tell time, how the Mayas used to use the calendar, and the sun, how it aligned with the 2 pyramids. And we did see a couple of videos on CNN, and also they had studied from the book, the background of Mexico.
Your students are watching CNN?
Yes, they are, and they also are reading the New York Times. Don't underestimate my students. They're the future. They are very bright.
I don't underestimate you, lady. Thank you for meeting with us.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you. God bless you. Thank you.
How much fun is this? To get out and meet these exciting teachers who are doing so much with the students and having so much fun with art, and they're having them watch CNN and read the New York Times. They are our future.
Basically, trigonometry helps us find missing angles and right triangles, and we have a real life example right here and how it can be useful. Like would represent the sun, and say if the sun was shining on the tree, it would hit a point. That point would be right there as shown on the floor. Oh, and he could measure it by using a protractor. What's the measure of that, Abba? 40 degrees. So that means if the sun was really shining here, the measure from that point to here would be 40 degrees.
Oh my goodness. You just measured 40 degrees with the sun hitting the tree onto the floor. And what does that help us with? Determine distance?
Yes.
I came from the former Soviet Union.
Mm-hmm.
Came 40 years ago. It's when the first Jewish people were let go. And I'm Jewish, so we were able to leave Soviet Union and end up eventually in the United States. But 30 years ago, more than 32 years ago, something wonderful happened to me. Through a spectacular vision, I come to believe in Jesus.
Oh, wait a sec. You're going way too fast. 1 second. We need to back up a little. This is very exciting, but okay, so let's take it from there. I'm sorry. You threw me because I thought we were going to first talk about the connection, but thank you. You came to believe in Jesus 30 years ago. Okay, that's probably a story in itself. But
that's as shocking as you just revealed itself. That's right.
But what I was hoping we would do today is connect the Passover message to the Easter message with the sacrificial lamb and the sacrificial system, because many of my Gentile friends are not familiar with our Jewish heritage. And I have a love of my Jewish spiritual heritage, even though I'm an Italian Gentile and I was raised Catholic. But I have come to really love my Jewish roots. And I was hoping that you would share this, especially as someone who believes in Jesus, from a biblical perspective of why the two are connected. Can you do that for us?
That's wonderful. You are who are a Gentile, love Jewish roots. I'm who are Jew, must love even more Jewish, my Jewish roots. Well,
I was inspired when I came and met with you back here a few months ago, because you were telling me that when the kids make their recycled items, they don't just start making them. You do a whole literacy perspective about it. Tell me how this works.
Well, any lesson that I do, I choose a number of books that relate to the theme that we're learning. One fiction, one nonfiction, a realistic fiction, so we have something to compare.
Nicholas Barbaro.
Nicholas Barbaro, what kind of bag is that?
A sports bag.
What's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
How do I know that?
Because I have a basketball bag.
Oh boy, I know. And what's your name?
Andrew Onyebene.
Andrew what?
Onyebene.
I love your hairdo. What do you call this bag?
A beach bag.
Do you like swimming?
Yes.
Is that your favorite sport?
Yep.
Yay! What about you? What's your name?
I'm Nicholas Grandy.
Nicholas Grandy? What kind of bag do you have?
I have a sports bag.
What are you laughing at? A sports bag? What kind of sports do you like?
I love golf and taekwondo.
I was singing.
You were singing over there in the gym?
Yeah.
What song were you singing about?
Vision of ecstasy, when you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky.
Oh, are you proud of him?
I'm so proud of him. So proud of him.
Hello again, and thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. And if you have any thoughts or concerns or ideas for a show or questions, please contact us. Our information is below. And remember, we want to know what's on your heart. He said he's in the 7th grade.
I'm in the 7th grade.
Somebody's lying. Okay, guys, thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. God bless.